All right, Grand Rising, everyone. It's Shay Seeking, and I'm back. So again, I found it very strange. Like I said, I noticed that there's a lot of distractions right now. Like, I just did a video, and I'm probably gonna upload it in a little while or whatever, about just the distractions that I see. I know that some of these things may be a little bit helpful for people, but I do notice that when it comes to this whole energy within with the whole divine masculine feminine energy, with the crate challenge, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of different things that's going on right now. There's a lot of premeditated things going on. There's a lot of movement going on here that people are not actually paying attention to. I'm trying to bring light to it, but again, at the same time, my channel is being oppressed. They're actually really dealing with the numbers on my channel and on my platform. So it's just like, and then at the same time, what they're doing is keeping it suppressed so that they can spread it, right? And I'm saying this on all those levels, on all those scales, that they're using all of those 5 corners or sides of the Pentagon and of society in order to, again, target certain individuals, right? And so again, and I think these are people that have an advanced way of seeing. However we got it, I don't know, but that's just what I think it is, right? So it reminds me of like Gemini Man, right? And they keep talking about this shadow this and shadow that. And for years we talked about the shadow government, right? So what I feel like is the whole thing is there's this shadow energy where they want you to feel like it's yourself that's causing this. They want you to feel some kind of way about yourself. They want you to want to commit suicide. They want you to want to feel these kind of ways, right? Like it's something wrong with you. When you're looking at the whole thing, like, no, it's something wrong with you guys. You are sick. Right along with the people that are wasting their time talking about how people are wasting their time doing stuff when they're trying to heal and help people, but they are spending all day long, it doesn't matter what your job title is. It just seems like I'm seeing through the fog, and it's just a whole bunch of gossip. It's a whole bunch of energy when it comes to masculine, divine masculine feminine, when it comes to these particular relationships that a lot of people, again, may be lonely at this time. A lot of people may go through things, and then they pick certain energies to link you up with, knowing that it's not enough to go around, right? It's not enough divine masculines to go around. The divine feminines are the ones that actually hold the power and the fucking authority, right? So at the same time, they're passing around these divine masculines, which we know some of these people are, again, in elevated statuses, right? And so again, girls are getting all lost and fighting, and they're making assumptions about stuff, and nobody can really be clear about some of these readings. And now this is not a target against anybody that's doing any kind of work or any kind of readings. I just think that general readings are kind of, like I said, causing a problem, whether people know it or not, amongst the community. It's causing division, right? They know that people are not so-called watching television anymore, right? They know that they're watching each other, right? So again, it's pitting women against women when they could be building together, okay, to be stronger, right? Because we know that this is a so-called man's world. It's really not supposed to be, but it is, okay? And we know that, again, what they do when they get aggressive and when they can't have what they want, they get very aggressive. And then, you know what I'm saying, they try to implement their power and authority by using certain things like military, and using different portions of like policing and hold on one second. So they use all these tools in order to intimidate people or either remove them or do whatever. Okay. So again, I'm just saying, while we're being distracted and partying and doing all these things, that it's a whole bunch of other stuff going on that people should be paying attention to. Okay. Hold on one second. Okay. So again, like just speaking of this and just like being someone that is seeing this, right? And I think it goes right under the radar, right under people's noses, because again, bottom line is, when it comes to mass media these days, there's usually a big story that is the heavy cloud over everything, but there's usually some type of underlining ailment, right? Or something that's dark. Look in that closet in the front, the hallway closet. Underlying, I feel like, agenda, right? So whether it is just a cause fear in those who can see in these different realms, right, to cause something so they can make us, to vilify us, to make it like we're making trouble, when actually, again, these type of things are being done to people, and it's causing a form of an attack, right? It's like a mental attack, or even, what can I say? It's a terroristic attack. You see what I'm saying? Regardless of what, it's a terroristic attack in my eyes. right? So again, they're going to call us the ones that are the domestic terrorists. But what I'm saying is the fact that we're even speaking in terms, we have the nerve to even come out and say that is making it more of a target. So again, right here on the screen it says, in a meeting held in June, Joe Biden provided or implicated. Wait, let's see. Hold on one second. Okay, my fault. So I see it as in, like I said, it's either just something, like I said, to try to, again, lure people into speaking on certain things. And I feel like it's just really, I feel like it's really sad, right? So again, I don't even remember or to think to ask how many people have had the antidote, right? So again, you know, if there's certain stuff inside of those antidotes that may be being able to be conducted by, because I had to think about this. How is it that these people are so intuitive? Some of these people are not intuitive. Some of these people are either plugged in. Some of these people are intuitive. And some of these people, like I said, are behind the scenes watching people. They're watching you on the screen, and they're basically you making money off of this information. Basically putting people on reality TV is what I feel like is going on, right? So again, and I said, and I feel like it's some people, again, that there may be something again in the air or something within these towers where you can actually probably train or try to control the minds of groups of people, large groups of people, in order to kind of try to chew up somebody and spit them out. So again, if you don't want to participate, or if you're not complying with some things that may be ridiculous actually, then what they'll just do is actually they'll start with your household, right? They'll start with your household, then your extended family, right? And then at some point in time, I think it spreads out, and then the information may get sold to people, or again, transferred or exchanged to people, again, that would want to use this information against you anyways, right? People that will be competing against you, people that don't like you because they're jealous of you, people that, you know what I'm saying, are being put into place right now, right? They're being put into place right now in order to take over, for an overthrow or a takeover, right? Okay, so again, like I said, it's just, I don't know, I'm just getting this inkling, I'm just seeing these things, and then it's kind of just tripping me out. So I'm sitting here listening to this this little clip right here, and we're just gonna go ahead and play, we're gonna just go ahead and play, and like I said, at the same time, those who they know that they can trigger or get to respond, I feel like some of us automatically can use energy, frequency, and a vibration to, you know, speak or deliver messages, right? Okay. Right. But I also think that they keep certain people limited in their speech, masked, right? So again, it's kind of like a viral mask, right? So if you're not speaking, if you're speaking the truth, or you're speaking anything that may be challenging something that we're being told, then again, you will not be able to flourish, right? So again, like I keep telling you, that affects your way of income, that affects your way of extending your message out to your people or the people, right? Okay, and at the same time, they're amping up the cyber attacks and bullying on the hands of your enemies, right? So again, the whole thing is just a targeted thing in order to target certain, and for it to be easier on the ears of people, so-called chosen people. Okay. All right. So again, we're going to go ahead and listen to this real quick, because when someone was challenging the White House Speaker of the House on this incident about Biden laughing about cybersecurity. Now, again, I know you guys may not be able to see it, and some of you may be able to see it, but I am someone that can actually see all. When it comes to these things, right? I can read between the lines. I can read people's body. You know, it's just like something I've always been able to do, but it's just amplified now, right? So again, if you say this, you'll come off as crazy, right? But we're going to let you hear it, and we're going to see if you can pick up on voice. And you're not going to be able to see the body, right, unless you go back and watch the video, because I'm not sharing the video on body language and things like that. But I just thought that this was very interesting. So we're just going to listen to it really quick. Okay? Just want to make sure I'm still recording. All right? Let's see.
We did it again. Verizon has been named America's most reliable network by
Okay, we don't want to know
RootMetrics,
about
and our
Verizon.
customers rated us #1 for network quality in America.
Right? And so, like I said,
according to J.D. Power, proving there's only one best network.
I don't even know if this is something where
Let's go. President Biden is.
they're trying to, kind of test, because I saw Musk doing something, about AI and stuff like that. So like I said, I don't know if they're trying to test, I think he was talking about carbon or something like that, but you know what I'm saying? So like I said, I don't know if it has something to do with testing AI, right? Because again, when you think about this and you think about all of the antidotes that you've had over a lifespan, when you think about other things that people are putting in their bodies, metals, the stuff that's falling out of the sky and things like this, you have to really reconsider what has been done. How have we been already altered already, right? These scientists say that, we're basically already all AI anyway. I'm telling you that these antidotes have barcodes on them, serial numbers on them, right? So, just makes you wonder, because we don't want to be too specific here.
With business leaders and experts to discuss growing cybersecurity threats. Let's listen in.
Standards, which will have a...
So I believe this was today. Now, it's funny how, again, people like me, right, that I know, again, that people are listening to very closely from these, they're watching to see, right? Whether this is some kind of, we're actually being studied like lab rats, or if this is something, you know what I'm saying, that's being genetically modified. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this is just how I'm seeing it, okay? But, okay, I'll just be quiet and we're going to watch it. So this is what I'm saying, this is him today, okay? And this is within time, where now I feel like when I thought I was tripping at first, as if some of these messages might have been direct, somewhat threats, or manipulation, or just some kind of pressure or whatever, right? Where now I see that there's something going back and forth here. There's something going back and forth. I'm not saying I'm the only one speaking like this, but I am kind of different, right? But so now I see that, again, I know what's going on now, right? So I'm squealing, right, about what's been going on, right? I'm giving information. The deadline is coming up for this whole Afghan thing, which I said I feel is spiritually some kind of attack that's being done here on this land here, okay? Maybe other places too, but I'm just saying specifically here. That may turn physical. And since everybody's so mad at everybody, and it'll be a laughing stock when something actually happens, right? And then once something happens to that one energy that might have been protecting people, right? All right? Then something will then happen to you. It's just the way it's going to be. So let's go ahead and look at this really quick. Let's finish.
Ripple effect across the software industry, in our view, ultimately improving security for all Americans. We've launched a 100-day initiative to...
And my thing is, okay, we're saying all Americans. He keeps using Americans. He keeps using Americans. Okay, people are Americans. But how many people have that actually written in on their status? Because again, I feel like it's going to go back to, like I said, I feel like it's going to go back to, do you have your papers? Do you see what I'm saying? So even if you have Indian, even if you have Native American, even if you have American Indian, how many people actually have American as their status? Maybe a few, right? Are Hispanics considered Americans? Do you see what I'm saying? So this made me think about that, right? Matter of fact, I didn't think about it. It's been bothering me to hear them keep saying it like that, okay? Instead of citizens, or instead of something. It's just been something been tweaking my ear as to listen closely. So then this part comes up here.
Improve cybersecurity across the electric sector. That initiative has already resulted in more than 150 utilities that serve 90 million Americans being deployed.
Okay. Energy that, what did he say? 90 million Americans being deployed. Now we're not talking about the Afghan situation right now. We're talking about cyber security. somewhat cyberbullying, cyber energy, the transferring of electrical energy even, right? Now, we do know that this can happen between these particular towers that are up in our towns and the new things that they put in the stoplights and the new things that are, again, around, right? But the fact that he says that 90 million Americans deployed, right? The rush, but not really a rush, to get specific groups to really focus on. And there's nothing wrong with that. If people think that this is the thing that they're doing, I'm not speaking against it in any way. I'm just speaking for those other ones, right? Right? No child left behind, right? So I'm speaking about the people that don't even have no idea, that don't know nothing about status. I'm talking about those particular people there, right? So again, to think how many millions of people, okay, right? Now, nobody's stopping nobody from doing anything with it. Well, now it's kind of iffy if your Social Security office is open or not. You have to send your paperwork in. You have to send your ID with it, and it may take a week or 10 days to get it back to you. You know, is the process again currently, okay? So it's just like I'm not sure what we really gonna be looking forward to on this 31st deadline. It's concerning me. It may not be anything. You can be the one to discern that for yourself. Matter of fact, I'm not saying it's anything because it's going to be making me even more targeted or, again, causing some kind of something, right? Okay? There's no, really, at this point, I feel sometimes like there's no reason for me to even open up my mouth. Right? But I know that that's not why I was sent here. I was sitting here because of my mouth. And because of my resilience and my courage, and that I do have the time. And I have the vision. Let's listen to that again.
That initiative has already resulted in more than 150 utilities that serve 90 million Americans being deployed. And or committing to deploy cybersecurity technology that are extending that initiative as to gas pipelines as well next.
It sounded a little bit more like it made sense the first way that he said it, in my opinion. And usually, if you make a mistake with a word, you kind of correct it right away. You don't wait until you say 6 other words or so and then correct it. You see what I'm saying? Let's listen one more time.
That initiative has already resulted in more than 150 utilities that serve 90 million Americans being deployed, and or committing to deploy cybersecurity technology that are extending that initiative as to gas pipelines as well next. That's where we're going. And because the cybersecurity is a global issue, we've also rallied G7 countries to hold nations who harbor ransomware criminals accountable. And I might add.
Now, what did I tell y'all already? What did we talk about in the video just last week about that 7? What did we talk about? I broke it down. I'm not going to repeat it. So, is this going to be prophecy fulfilled? Is this going to be a prophetic moment of the dreams and visions that I've been having lately? And I told you piled up. As though it even talks about it in the biblical text. And it's funny that he chooses, let's see.
Because the cybersecurity is a global issue, we've also rallied G7 countries to hold nations who harbor ransomware criminals accountable. And I might add, I had
Now, it may be a little bit of something there, because when that whole meeting happened, I did kind of, and I felt like, ooh, that's kind of mean, or that was kind of, maybe that was a little out of line or disrespectful to say that it seemed like in this situation when Prez met with Russia, that he seemed very submissive.